Assalamu alaikum, welcome. My name is Jamila and I'm one of the co-founders of EmpowerHer Life. And I just wanted to do a quick walkthrough of the Becoming Queens of Jannah retreat page. Because I know sometimes when you land on a website, there's a lot of information. You may not have the time to go through it all. So I thought it'd be easier if someone just walks you through the main bits, and that is me. So I'm just going to show you the important sections, explain what the retreat is about, who it's for, what you can expect, and then I'll show you how the booking works as well. So here at the top, we have Becoming Queens of Jannah. So this is a 3-day immersive retreat, which is going to take place on Monday, the 31st of August through to Thursday, the 3rd of September. So that's for 3 nights, and it's going to be in Blewith Wells in Wales. This retreat is for women who know they are ready for real change, having that space to pause, reflect, reconnect with yourself, to breathe and to realign, and return home with more clarity, more peace of mind, and with intention on the journey to Jannah, because that's where we all want to go, right? We want to go to Jannah. So this is not just a breakaway, right? We didn't just put, let's just have a breakaway. We have created this space for you to step back from all the noise of life, look at how you've been living and what you've been carrying, and looking at what needs to shift. So let's scroll down, and I want to show you this section here. You may see yourself here. So this section is really important because it helps you to see whether this retreat is actually for you. We've broken it into 4 different areas of different types of women, and maybe what patterns they may be going through. And you might see yourself in one of them, or maybe even more than one of them. So you might be a woman who carries everything, the woman everyone relies on. You're the backbone, right? The one who is always holding things together, right? You don't even have the time to stop and check in on yourself. Yeah. So, or you might be the woman stuck in repetition, stuck in a loop, right? You want to have more. Yeah. And you tell yourself, okay, you know what's bad for you. I'm not going to do that thing again. But every single time you keep repeating the same mistakes, the same points, right, over and over again. So this could be you. So we created that. If that sounds like you, right, avoiding difficult decisions and so forth. And then we've also looked at the woman, right, who's held back by her own beliefs, her own negative beliefs, maybe the stories that she tells herself. You want the change, but there's fear, right, and doubt, and you're overthinking, right? Or it could be, like I said, your own story getting in the way of all the things that you do want. Or you might be the woman ready for real change, not another temporary reset, you're motivated for a while. No, you want that deep change that actually changes how you think and how you respond and how you live and come back home, right? So you're ready to make the changes. You're ready to get started. So if you've been reading you read through these 4, and thinking that's me, then I want you to know that you're exactly the kind of woman that we had in mind when we created this retreat. So before I move on, I'd love you to hear from one of the sisters who joined us at our last retreat. So rather than me telling you what it was like, I think it's always much better and powerful to hear if hear it from someone that actually experienced one of our retreats.
I definitely recommend this retreat to other sisters. I think it's a space for you to, one, be yourselves, to learn more about yourselves, but also to make friendships forever. I feel like I've met so many amazing ladies here, and I know that I will be keeping in touch with them.
So now let's look at what it means to be a Malika. You could scroll down to this section here and what it means to be a Malika. So when we use the word Malika, which in Arabic it means queen, we're not talking about the status or appearance of or anything like that. We're talking about a way of being, right? For me, a Malika is a woman who lives with awareness. She's aware of what she's doing, yeah, what's going on around her. Yeah, she's not in autopilot and just going along. She carries herself with dignity, right? And she has that intention. She's very intentional before she takes action, right? And she's not just drifting through life, or reacting to everything around her. She's taking responsibility for how she lives, how she carries herself, her choices, her boundaries, right? And for her peace of mind, and for her relationship with Allah. So then we scroll down to this section of where we are going to be holding the retreat, which is just as important, isn't it? Right. So this retreat again is taking place it's a beautiful countryside. We've been there before, so we know how beautiful it is. The estate is in Blwydd, again, like I said, in Wales. And the reason we wanted to show this part is because the environment really does matter. So I want you can go through and explore this section yourself and the images that are here, right? So it's not just somewhere where you're just gonna just sleep, and right, it's more about that. It's the whole retreat experience. You'll find the place is very peaceful. There's so much space. You'll feel safe there because it's totally private, right? You can go and walk for ages and you won't see anybody else, right? You're surrounded by nature, and it gives you that feeling of actually stepping away from everyday life. You have room to breathe, and to reflect and to be present with yourself and reconnect with who you are. So as you look through the images, you can scroll forward some of these images, right? I really want you to picture yourself there, right? Slowing down, being in a calm environment and connecting with the other sisters. So I'll leave you to explore the surroundings. And again, I want you to, before I move on, I'd love to share another short clip from one of the sisters who attended our last retreat in this actual venue, in this place where we stayed. One of the things that we hear time and time again, right, is that the venue is more beautiful than people expected, right? Because to be honest, these pictures don't do justice to the actual place. It's so much better than what you're going to see here. So rather than me trying to describe it, I'll let you hear what one of our sisters had to say after experiencing it.
Absolutely amazing experience. So for me, the surprising element was because whenever I come to a place, I always come with an open mind. And when I came to this place, I was pleasantly surprised by the amazing grounds. I don't think the website does justice to how much there is to explore outside in the greenery, and the wider side of it, and also the intimate side of it. So for me as an artist, I was exploring the more intimate spaces, private spaces within the grounds.
It's been beautiful to connect and make new friends, because I came completely alone to this retreat. So I think, again, and it's so beautiful the way that the friendship and the nurturing of deep conversations is within there, and the space just to laugh and be silly.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. I would like to say a big thank you to Jamila and Lucy for doing this for us. Amazing women.
I love that she mentioned coming on her own. A lot of women, they worry about that, but honestly, some of the strongest friendships from our retreat have been from between the women that have arrived not knowing a single person. And that's one of the beautiful things about this retreat. And we do provide transport and some of the, once you book, you put into a group and, you get to know each other before you arrive. It's really exciting. So, on the grounds you have jacuzzi, there's an outdoor pool. We provide you freshly meals. We cook the meals. You see us actually cooking the meals for you. And that, it's a really homely environment and that, and it's totally private. You'll love it. So the next is the workshops. So Lucy and I will be guiding a session of workshops, 2 workshops during the retreat. And the aim of the workshops is to help you actually look at what needs to shift in your life and how you want to move forward. So we're going to be diving deep, giving you a deeper awareness and helping you to reconnect with the woman you want to be. And you'll be going home with the tools to help you follow through with that as well. And then we have, we're not just going to deliver 2 workshops and just leave it like that, right? We come to this section here, which I think, it's really important because it shows that this retreat is not just a couple of workshops, like I said, and then that's all you get. Every part of this experience has been thought through intentionally. We've really put a lot of thought behind it, and we really want women to feel looked after when they come, not just practically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. So this section is really about helping you to see that the retreat is a full experience, right? And so, you get to, there'll be movement and breath work, right? There'll be calligraphy. We'll be doing a session on where you can create your own scent, and so you have your own queen scent. And there'll be massage, you'll be able to receive a nice massage if you need one. And then we also have, we're going to provide a glamour suite for you as well. So you can get your hair did, right, your makeup, so that you can prepare for our royal gala. And then we're also going to have a royal parlor where we're going to have like afternoon tea to serve you like the queens you are. And, and then one of the most important things is the royal banquet that we're going to have. So this royal banquet, by this point, you've spent 3 days reflecting, learning, laughing, connecting. And the royal banquet is our opportunity to honor that, right? So we're going to be rolling out the red carpet for you in your honor. You'll have the opportunity to wear your favorite gown, put on your tiara, and simply enjoy a beautiful, beautiful evening that we're going to put on for you on the last evening. So with that said, I want to take you now to the booking page. So what you have to do, when you're ready, you'll just click on this button here, and this takes you to the booking page. Now, let me show you. When you come down, if you scroll down further, if you want to know what type of rooms we have, you can see the rooms and the prices here. So we have an early bird price, so you can get the price now if you book it early. This will last for a couple of weeks, and then it goes into, we're going to be putting the price to our normal price. And you can see the different room options that we've got. We've got the Serenity room, we've got the King room private, and it tells you exactly what the rooms are like. So have a read of the rooms. This is a special offer that we always put on for mother and daughter special, which is the lowest price that we've got on here. And this is where you both share a room and you share a bed. Okay, so you just choose your room, and how you would do this, we've got different options for you. So you just choose the room type. So say, for example, you're going to come in a shared room, but you'll be in a shared room with other women, but you want your own bed, right? Oh, and by the way, every room has an ensuite bathroom. Every room, okay? So you don't have to share with everybody. Each room has its own ensuite bathroom. So so here, let's say we're gonna go for, you want to go for a shared room on your own bed. So you're gonna select that. And if you want the early bird price, you click on the early bird price, and then you just add that to your basket and check out, right? So the early bird price you pay in full. But say you are not able to pay in full and you want to pay a deposit, you can do that. We have flexible payments. So you click on that and you will pay 25% for your first payment. Now we have two different options, okay? So it will take a deposit. You can click on this one where you pay a deposit and then one payment a month later. Or you can select this one where you can pay your deposit and then you pay 2 months after, right? And that's simple. That's all you need to do, right? So one more important thing. This is, the prices are per person, right? Because, you know, it's not just the bedroom that you're getting the whole experience, like I said. So what you will do, if there's two of you come in, you just double the price on here, and then you add it to the basket, and then that will just add it to the basket for you, and then it will take you to, and you just follow and take it to the checkout. So if you want a bit more flexibility, those payment plans are there to make it easy for you to secure your place, right? And if you're unsure which room to choose, or you have any questions about the payment options, please just message me and ask, and rather than just, you know, sitting there and being confused. So that's a quick walkthrough of the main parts of becoming Queens of Jannah retreat page. Hopefully it's been helpful for you and you get a feel of what the retreat is about, who it's for, what the experience will look like, and how the booking works. If, as you've been listening to this, something in you feels drawn to it, then take your time, have a proper look through the page, and if you've got questions, just reach out and ask, right? I'd love to welcome you, inshallah.